Alright, welcome, all you stream watchers and video watchers after the stream. Tonight, I have with me the one and only Parker Miller, and then Talon, but, wave to the Parker.
Hello!
And then Talon is grabbing something to paint, so he'll be back. I don't think Talon's been on the stream. I could be wrong. But we will introduce him once he gets back. Okay. So, this stuff. You can see from the little camera on the bottom right of your screen. It's a big camera setup for a little bit of picture. And so, it is going to be interesting painting right here. But that is totally fine. Just in case you guys were kind of sidelined by, coming to the stream, expecting to find your wood shop. Oh, yeah. To find your wood cutting tutorials. We're just going to put that on hold for now. We don't have a whole lot of local trees to chop down, so we're just going to mix it up just a little bit and do some painting. So hopefully that's okay. We'll get wood chopping with you guys soon. But
chop down a tree, that's always fun.
Yeah. And for those who are here for the announcement at 8, thank you for joining. But until then, the suspense shall continue. So, we're just going to work on this little crusade man that we didn't get to that one night with Blackstone Fortress. I still haven't finished, as Ron kindly named her, the Inquisitor robot lady. I don't remember what he named her because I couldn't remember the real name. So we'll call this cyborg man inquisitor. How about that? Just be
so I found something I want to do.
Yeah.
With the smokestacks. Check it.
Yes, let's look together. Oh, like green flame coming out?
Well, I just like that flame idea, right?
Just like flame in general?
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if that's just green stuff or something.
I bet it's just green stuff.
Because it looks awesome.
We can do that. You want to do that? Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I want to learn.
Yeah, good. Okay, I got green stuff for you. So, do you remember how green stuff works?
Don't let it get dry.
What? Yeah, always have your fingers wet in whatever tool you're working with. Equal epoxy amounts, and you can just use that. But I wonder, maybe, do you want to test it on something before you put it on the smokestack? Yeah. Well, this is the bits you gave me. There's like that cone piece you could try it coming out. I don't know. Okay, what'd you pick up? Talon.
Spider.
I think this is your second time being on the stream.
Yeah.
So another spider, or a spider.
A spider.
A spider.
You have to prime green stuff?
You don't. Well, yes, essentially. But you can prime it with like layers of normal paint,
Okay.
Yeah, you can technically prime paint with base paints. Yeah, just not layer paints. Yeah. It's just better to do aerosol prime cans, But obviously you wouldn't want to test that out on your already painted Titan. Which, can I show off? Because I'm pretty sure you haven't posted it to our Discord yet. Look at this boy. Parker's done a fantastic job. He's got this nice demonic turtle head instead of the Titan head. And he's done this really cool, I don't even know if the technical term for that is, but the heating of metal when it turns into that rainbow color. But he's stepping on one of my World Eater tanks. What did you do with the other half of the tank?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I should have. I don't know where. I should have kept it. I don't know what happened to it. I'm sorry. I'll get you that one.
Oh, you're fine. I doubt I could. I mean, I would just use it for like a scenery piece of my own, like my guys running over a fallen tank, Actually, that'd be really dope. If you can find it, I would like it.
I don't know where it
That is totally fine. Yeah,
I mangled it past.
You mangled it past repair.
Yeah, because I had to like cut it in half.
I spent most of my preparation time trying to get our headsets working, and it was working last night, but we kind of jimmy rigged the setup. I don't know if did I show you what we were doing. We have a bunch of these 3.0 USB like it has just like a bunch of them. It's like a power brick, but for USBs. And Will and I strung a bunch of them together so to make like a long extension cord, and it works. But I think with all the headsets plugged into it, for whatever reason, it like the headsets slowly like cut out.
Yeah.
So
There's too much line.
Is that and it's not too much line, but it's too much connectings. Is that what's going on?
It might be the too many connections will kind of do you in. If you have like one long connection,
right,
and then if you have like in one terminal, but if you have like the one terminal with like terminal,
yeah,
you kind of get all funky.
Well, that's fair.
Fuzzy.
I always meant to be a technological person, and then I made my little brother do all the, like, you know, connect the Xbox cables growing up, you know.
I had to learn. None of my family knows how to do it.
Okay. Sweet. So, not exactly the colors that I promise I'll be working with, but kind of what I'm thinking. Eshin. Gotta use Abaddon Black.
So it's kind of like the best tool to use with this stuff.
For green stuff, they have, and they're at my house. I need to bring them. But the green stuff tools, where it's like they're double-sided, and they have different, like there's a flathead and a hook and like a needle and a shovel, like all sorts of different like tools to work with. But besides that, I just get like that flathead X-Acto knife that we keep on using as a tool. That's what I've been using.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's on the side. Oh, underneath that little drill. You see that?
Yeah.
It's under that. But you can also essentially just anything that's wet that isn't paper, wood, or cloth. Totally fine. Yeah. Especially not cloth. It will ruin it. Okay. Sorry. We will get you. Talon's gonna be barring my pants, so he can't paint until I've gotten the selection. Not yet. We'll get you though. 2 viewers already. Usually takes a little bit.
What is up?
It usually takes. Wow, that's fair. Maybe it's just Roy and you at the moment. It usually takes a little bit for anyone to get on. This guy's paint scheme should be pretty.
So what are you painting?
Pretty straightforward. Have you ever seen? Oh man, I really just need to find out what their names are. But it's a character from Blackstone Fortress.
Dude, that's
Yeah, he's like some paladin. Love him. Love him. Okay, let's use.
Is he going in your death corpse, or is he just a figure?
No, so Blackstone Fortress is a 40k miniature game. It's like it's like a little campaign game. Instead of moving with like an army, you move with a character who has like upgrade cards, and you go from hexes. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I bought characters out of it to use in my army.
Oh, legit?
My orcs, yeah. So I
That's
didn't
awesome,
know
actually.
because they came with the cards and like
You're like whatever. Really?
I didn't know what they were for. I just wanted the models.
I might have used them. That's super funny, actually.
So do you keep like one dry and then one like wet, or how does it adhere?
Wait, what? What'd you do?
So do you keep this dry and then?
Oh, no, you don't have to like keep it wet. The wetness is just so it doesn't stick to your fingers and the tool. And it's not going to be a big deal if it's wet when you're sticking it to it because it's going to evaporate.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially it's going to start sticking and adhering once it's drying.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm distracting you from.
No, you're not. You're fine.
I need to look up fire, so
I think
I'll be off the stream.
it'd be cool to. Cause there's going to be a lot of red on this guy. So So I think I'm going to have his eye be green. A little camera eye on the front. And we'll do a little Agrax Earthshade Gloss for the metallics. And I don't want this to be too battle worn, because the whole point of Blackstone Fortress is, well, not the whole point, but you know, you have your adventurers, you're going in, and so there are these new guys, not new off the street, but you know, this really fancy guy who spent, you know, months in a ship traveling to the Blackstone Fortress. So I want him to look a little more taken care of. So I'm going to use sepia, Seraphim sepia, for the cape or cowl when I put the red on. Huh?
That stuff gets super sticky.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, 'cause I want it to look newer, taken care of. Maybe a little leathery is a word I could use. And so yeah, I'm gonna go there. Unsure about my temple guard. Probably won't use it, but always will take it out. And then last but not least, the Retributor armor. Okay.
What's a Retributor armor?
Retributor armor is like a nice in between gold and bronze. Yeah. Okay. This, my friend, is yours.
Word.
I still that scapula from I'm using it?
Yes, like the scalpel?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's do this. Okay, I'm actually, because the majority of his armor, his sword, his helmet, even his shield is going to be some lead belcher. So we're just going to get going with lead belcher here. Going to use... use a dome brush. Kind of like a flathead screwdriver, but with a curved top. Not angled, but curved. Get some on our palette here. And I accidentally got too much on my brush, so I'm just going to clean off my brush real quick. Get some water, not a whole lot of water, because if you remember, my lead belcher is quite runny, so I don't need too much help on that side. We can't twist it really, but we can rock the brush side to side, get some paint out. Let's do it. Is that a good angle? Looks like it is. If you're in the chat and also, sorry, if you're watching and also in the chat, comment and let us know what you guys are up to tonight. What have you guys' days been like?
Just work.
Just work?
Then I get to come here and do fun stuff, so that's good.
No work-life balance, right?
Alright. I just work to fund my hobby.
I saw a bumper sticker once, and I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was essentially like that saying, like, I work to fund my hobby, but their hobby was like hiking, so it's like, they said it in a funny way. Like, I work in the real world to go to the fake world or something, or like the old world.
That's cool.
I used to be a big hiker.
I've never been a big hiker.
No, never?
I've been on big hikes, but
I've been on big hikes.
I'd say I liked it.
What about you, Talon? How's your day?
Pretty good. Just been chilling out. Got some errands done, got some cleaning and everything done.
Good.
Green stuff's cool, but man, it's a different ballgame.
It is. It can be a little frustrating to work with. You'll get used to it. The only thing I dislike about it now is that no matter what, afterwards my fingers are sticky because of the water, blue water that comes off. We're gonna paint inside of the shield. There's a lot of details on the inside of the shield, and I will touch them up a little bit, but not too worried about, you know, people seeing the inside, even myself seeing the inside. I'll probably hit it up with some bronze and gold and call it a day.
I might get a little frisky with this thing and make it a robot spider.
A robot spider.
I
Uh-huh.
think that'd be pretty cool.
Gonna have like heat coming out of the joints or something?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Helmet.
Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna base the whole thing in this steel tone,
Uh-huh.
and then go from there. See if I want to add like reds or yellows
I
in
like
that
it.
for the accents. Could you pass me the super glue?
Yeah.
I gotta base this thing real quick.
Oh, you're gonna need
That stuff. Thank you.
yeah.
And this is the one that kind of blows up when you open it,
Yeah.
right? Okay. That's just how I remember.
Do your paint pots ever do? I mean, do your glues ever do that where you open it and it just comes out and comes out and comes out?
Sometimes.
Well, I
Kind
didn't
of like
do it that
a
time.
like a ketchup bottle or whatever. So I've been trying to find things that would be fun for you guys, the watchers in the community. And we were thinking last night of painting a D&D mini every week on stream, and then either doing a raffle or a questionnaire or like a little quiz or something, some way to give it away to someone, like a little free painted D&D mini. If you guys are interested in that, let us know. I've always hated about the Space Marine swords is the rod that go down the sword, like that. Those little, like on the blade,
Oh yeah, the little
like the electrical
rods.
whatever. It's the only thing. I usually shave those off personally.
Really?
Yeah,
This model looks sick.
yeah, I love them.
I might have to take that shield and put it on a Templar.
Templar John Dar. If you name that game, I'd be impressed.
Which one? Oh, sorry. Go, say it again.
You're a Templar John Dar.
John Jar?
John Dar.
John.
You were a Templar John Dar.
Were or are?
Or
For honor.
does sound like something they would say though.
I beat the campaign. I liked For Honor. Like the gameplay was fun, but it's just like. And then after that, you're just like, let's go on and fight people. I'm like, I suck at this type of thing.
The online play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, love the game to death. Like, I'll always play it and stuff, but the learning curve for new players is wicked.
Insane.
Yeah, it's an insane learning curve. It's like a Mortal Kombat game. Like I feel like the learning curves for those games are pretty wicked.
Yeah, they are for like the move sets and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I got Mortal Kombat 10, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. And then I looked up all the combos. I'm like, I'm just pressing A, B, A, B pretty much comparative.
Crouch and keep punching.
Is there a game that you're kind of playing right now?
That I'm playing?
Yeah.
There's a game that I just got that I want to start playing.
What is it?
It's a remake. It's called Kingdoms of Amalur. It was like this weird hidden gem that was created by like a bunch of huge people and funded.
What platform is it on?
It's on Xbox or PlayStation. Can't remember.
Do you have a brush I can do the base coat with?
Yeah.
Like a bigger one would work?
Yes.
You're like, there you go.
It's like crazy the people who worked on this game.
Sorry, the detail for the camera's not the best. The detailed camera is that little one at the bottom right, and still can't find a way to have it not be buggy, where the frame rate is just so low. So I decided a smooth frame rate would be better than higher def.
Oh, did you have the palette that I used last time?
Yeah, there's the circle lid palettes over there on the shelf.
So here's the funny thing. That game, it was a baseball player commissioned it. It's like, I want to make a game. So I'm like, all right. And they got R.A. Salvatore to do the universe and lore.
Wow.
They got Todd McFarlane on the art. Grant Kirkhope with the musical score. And there's like a bunch of other people who worked on
that's
the
a
game.
big name.
It's a squad.
Yeah, and it like flopped, and then they remade it. Not remade it, but like remastered it. And I'm kind of excited to play it. It looks really cool.
What style of game?
It's kind of Skyrim-y.
Oh? That'd be sick.
I'm glad I tested it out with this green stuff.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Not liking the way it turned out, or?
a lot harder now, though.
There is a lot of silver detail on this guy. Glad I'm doing it first.
Parker, what was the first 40k armor you ever did? Or collected? These guys?
Well, if you're doing like Age of Sigmar as well, it's probably the orcs. The Urukai. That's how I did it.
Unrakai?
Are orcs in Age of Sigmar and 40k like the same?
Kind of.
Pretty much?
Yeah, kinda.
They're fighters, brawlers. They just slaps. It's like the funny thing with like the Age of Sigmar orcs is just like you can kit bash the crap out of them, and everyone's like, yeah, it's an orc. It's whatever. I mean, it's like that doesn't make sense in any other army, but in orcs it does.
Yeah, you can do it with the crap you want in orcs.
And the same thing with. I thought about doing 40k orcs too, because I'm like, I can just do whatever I want. Just have these hulking machines. So it's like. They just have like weird crap, and they're like, yeah, it just works.
It just works.
It works, man.
That's what I like about the orc lore. Sweet. I got all the silver done on this guy, and we're gonna go for the other metallic details probably after I put a red coat down on like his cape, just to give a little bit of contrast to the model, so we can better see what we're doing for the future.
What you, Evan? What was the first army you ever started collecting?
We're defining this by collecting, not by playing, not by a full army, or?
Yes, all the above.
All the above? Okay, so the first things that I started collecting were Tyrannid, back when I was like 15, and I didn't have money to do anything, and I had some hand-me-downs. and I have no idea where those are, and not in the way where like, oh, I have no idea where they are. I'm probably gonna find them someday in a box. Like I've been through so many deep cleans of my room and throwing stuff away. They've never come up, and I'm pretty sure they're like in a garbage disposal somewhere in the world. But like for the actual hobby and like getting into it, Dark Angels was my first one, and not even the Dark Angels I have now. This is my second iteration of Dark Angels.
Really?
Yeah, because I got into Dark Angels because I told you like I love their lore, and I got stuff on eBay. I just bought an army.
Really?
And I hated the way they looked. I was not, because I was familiar with 40K and the lore and stuff, but like seeing the models and painted in person, like it's a lot different.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, these don't look like the Crusading Templar Black Dark Angels that I know, and like the green's really bright and like it just looks kind of weird, and I don't like the green and the red. And then I also have the Terminator squad, and the Terminators for Dark Angels are in like bone color, Ushapti bone, and so them with some red highlights and green highlights, I just could not shake, especially the way he did the white on the Terminators that I bought. They just looked like a bunch of Santa's helpers running around, you know, just Christmas colors on the table. So I hated it. So I sold that, and I don't even know. It blew up from there. At the same time, I probably got into the Eldar and Astra Militarum and like Tau, yeah, and I've collected, or at least started collecting, all but 6 armies.
That's 6.
So I've never done Black Legion, never done Emperor's Children. I've yet to do Drukhari, but I was very close to do Drukhari.
Which are the Drukhari? The ones that turn more human? Is that the Drukhari?
No, the Drukhari, those are Gene Stealer cults. The Drukhari are the Dark Elves, like what Chris plays.
Oh, okay.
Never played Sisters of Battle. Never Salamanders. I surprisingly did Ultramarines for a little bit.
Why is that surprising? That sounds like everyone's kind of first.
Yeah, well, because they're the state.
Other than me.
Yeah, they're the poster boys of 40K, and
I blew past the Marines. It's like, man,
you went straight to Chaos
I went
Knights.
to some of the hardest ones to
I love it.
build and paint, play apparently, playing against certain people. Oh my gosh.
What was the first one you were thinking about getting into?
For like 40K or age?
Let's do both.
Well, age, I was waffling between the Beast Riders and the Orcs. I also thought about doing the. I don't know if they're not the Flesh Eater Courts. They're the. There's a model out there I think is so cool, but it's like the skeleton with like these, like, spiked balls as hands that like collects.
Oh yeah, just the new Ossiarch Bone Reapers.
Yeah, the Bone Reapers.
Yeah.
I thought about doing them because I thought that model was super cool, and I never looked into the other ones. I'd play it just for this model.
What made you not do it? Would you still do it? And you just decided on Orcs as your first, or?
Yeah, I just kind of. I still might because every time I see it, I'm like, I want that model.
Right.
And I see that for a lot. I need to look at more of the other army to just kind of see what the rest of the army looks like. Because if I buy an army for just one, well, I might buy just one model, just have a model painted. Because I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool to have like a shelf of just like painted models.
Yeah.
Because I'm a collector now. I'm a nerd. It's great. I am loving the way this guy's turning out.
I accidentally mixed my silver with red.
That'll work. So I just noticed this chair is sinking at me.
Oh, is the hydraulics bad?
And I'm just fat. Stop. It affects. Shoot, I weighed myself the other day and like, oh fuck.
Me too. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Because here, Post it on the chat. How much is it? I'll tell you mine.
If you guess it right, he'll say yes.
For you to guess?
What? What'd you say?
Who's guessing?
I don't know. Whoever's in chat.
Are they guessing your weight or my weight?
I guess. I don't know. This is a weird activity.
I'm gonna say for you 306.
This is very specific.
I just felt specific.
You're going for the win right now.
I'm going for the win.
It's like when in class, the teacher's like, let's take bets on what time it is, and everyone's like 11:15. Some kids like it's 11:06 and 30 seconds.
Was I in the ballpark? Was I in the ballpark?
Yeah, you're in the ballpark.
So it's close to there.
I gotta. Unfortunately, the shield is in the way. I always build my models and then paint, right? Because I don't.
Me too.
Because it's easy, it's not stressful on the mind, and you go through the building phase and then I batch paint, right?
Yeah.
But
You kind of get in trouble sometimes.
Yeah, because I can't get in behind the leg,
Yeah, that's what. So I was looking at someone else, and they have their pieces, and they paint it, and then they assemble it. And I just couldn't do that.
Yeah.
It'd be so hard for my brain.
Yeah, because you need to see the whole
Because
picture.
it's I need to see the whole picture, and if I paint pieces and put it together, I'm like, F no! It's the thing has to work together. That's how I paint.
Yeah, that's what I would put it all together.
It has to be together for me, or else I'm like, nope. Starting
Yeah,
over.
that's like
Read prime.
that's taking 7 different pieces of a canvas and making a painting. You know?
People do that, and I'm like, you're bonkers.
Just doing the trim of his cloak.
Dude, this metal color is a lot shinier than I thought, and it looks really cool.
Oh yeah, good.
Great.
I am down for robot spiders.
I'm down for spiders. It's so shiny.
I'll have
Shiny.
my future Templar warlord riding it.
Riding the spider.
Riding the spider. It's
Yeah,
just for
okay.
looks, guys. He doesn't do anything.
We're off camera. Looking at stuff. Like that. Right?
I was like, what are you talking about? What are you doing?
It's off camera. Didn't say anything. Hear no evil, see no evil. Speak no evil.
Doing the trim.
Were the little castle steeples, were those already on the model? Or
No.
did you threw those on there?
Yeah, so the original ones are these smokestacks, and then I threw these ones on.
With the faces as well?
Yeah, well, that's just how they came.
That's
And then
awesome.
I'm thinking of doing smoke build up, but I might do it for a different one because this one already has a ton of stuff going on. I think if I might do it for a different one, so I'm gonna save, but you should let me practice.
Yes.
I think I would get an Imperial Knight or a Chaos Knight just to have it and just to paint it. Those are good set pieces.
Yeah, I mean you can run them in a lot of armies. If you do Space Marines, you can run a knight, can't you? You just have to buy it in.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can run a knight in your.
I could run a Black Templar Knight.
Yep.
Oh, that would
Model's
be
like
lit.
$100 and some dollars though, so be careful.
What's their
I
point
traded
value?
in a shiz ton of magic cards to get all my knights. I think, yeah, that was a good day.
Are they 400 points each or
I have no
5?
idea.
They range. They range a lot.
Because if 4 of them make up a whole army, then
It's 4 to
500-ish.
5. Depends if
Yeah.
you take if they're named or if they're
Have
what's their
different weapons.
loadout.
Yeah, I get you.
Fortunately, most of the loadout is the same. It even says in the book you can interchange it. You don't have to pay points.
Interesting.
It just depends on what you do.
Have some close range guys, some flamethrowers, and then you got cannons and stuff.
Yeah, so this guy, he's kind of like a mid-range. Then I have another guy that's like a close range, like, and then I have another guy that's like on top of you. And then I have one guy he's supposed to sit in the back the entire time.
Okay.
The Night Tyrant. Dude, his range on all of his stuff is like 6 feet. It's like 72 inches. It's insane. So all I have to do is just sit in the back, never move. That's my goal for him. It's to not move. And then just fire.
6 feet.
It's bonkers. What are we gonna do with this cloud of green stuff?
Say it again, sorry.
What do you want me to do with this cloud of green stuff?
Oh, yeah, do you have a lot of green stuff that's unused?
No, just this little piece.
That's a lot. That's a lot of
I'll
green
use
stuff.
it to fill in my base because I don't like that little rock shape.
Well, what do you want me? Because I don't want to like waste it.
No, it's okay. You can give it to him. That's fine.
I've never used it.
Well, I was just testing. I didn't know how much.
You're totally fine. Don't feel bad at all.
I'm totally buying
No,
it.
no,
No, I don't
Stop.
care what you say.
My reaction wasn't anything but it was.
I know.
I heard little and I looked up and it wasn't. And that I reacted. That wasn't me. Anything
Well, no,
else.
don't worry about it.
No, it's not. Stop.
It's fine.
Okay, so
It's cheap.
we got red there on the trim of this cape. Oh wait, let's do Mr.
You
Little.
want me to just fill in your thing then? Excuse me. Since my hands are wet and grody and gross.
Yeah, just like the little rock part there is kind of whack.
Jeez, that's tons.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like the look of it. So
Don't worry.
Parker got me covered.
At Evan's expense.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's like that weird little. Like if it was just a full circle, it would have looked better. But in my opinion, so.
There we go. Okay, so she's in Valdora. Okay,
Opera and painting with Evan.
that's right. Okay, so we're probably gonna do the cape black. I might even do these sleeves a different color to make it not look like a robe. I'll have to think about that. But for now, let's finish the middle body. So we're gonna clean up some of those lead belcher areas, and then we'll go in with some copper, some brass, get those looking good as well. So this looks, oh, it looks great.
There we go. Might need to let it dry, but I think it looks
Yes,
nice. That kind of gave it like its own little lip. So it's sticking out.
my guy.
You're gonna teach me. You're gonna have to teach me the secret ways of green stuff, Evan.
Talon's
I
great.
will.
Because my sculpting abilities are very analytical.
Maybe
It looks like there's.
maybe
like
I'll
a
have to
separate
do
rock.
a whole episode
Should
on
do
green
a whole
stuff.
green. That would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Then you could take one of your models and then be like, throw it all in the stores to have, and then it'll be fine. You don't have to buy
I'm
green
gonna
stuff.
wanna. I'm gonna want a green stuff for some of the Templar bases.
Yeah.
Get some cool stuff in there. I saw some guys. They did like. They'll throw in like a couple skulls here and there on the base.
But they
Yeah.
have a pack of skulls you can buy up front.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
what I
like
saw.
40 skull. But it's like $30.
I go get it right
wasn't
now and
bad.
throw in some skulls on
Dude, you
the on the
should.
spider.
It comes with like so many skulls. It's great.
Kit batching is one of the most fun things.
Oh gosh, I'm dying.
That's the part I'm most excited about is mix matching and see what works with stuff.
Yeah.
Because like the primary stuff that I take off, I could add to different things in the future. Which would be cool.
So all I know how to do is kit bash, and I think I only can play destruction and chaos armies.
There you go.
Well, at least I am playing those. I'm not playing, but those Deepkins.
Yeah, the Ideneth now.
I'm trying to decide if I want to do like Little Mermaid type colors, like kind of like the more bright, vibrant-y stuff, or go like deep chasm trench colors.
Dude, you should do Deep Chasm Trench.
That's what I
That
was,
sounds awesome.
that's what I was thinking of maybe doing. So that might be kind of cool. Just have like coming out of the abyss.
I am just cleaning up all the things that I missed, all the things that I accidentally got red on, stuff like that.
All the small things.
All the small things. Truth is truth rings.
I'll take.
Let's see.
So I'm just trying to decide which of this guy I should leave metal. Well, I mean the whole thing's gonna be metal, but what things I should make that different color. Because I'm thinking of doing like the half of the legs like one color, and the eyes that same color.
Uh-huh.
Let's just start looking.
I like that.
You like what?
Red eyes.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool. Just gives it like.
So, would a shade work on a silver color?
Yeah.
So it'd keep that like shine look.
You have to put on multiple thin coats, but
Oh, yeah.
then it can start looking like a...
Because I'm loving that color.
That's not going to be a shade.
Oh, that's a pain.
That is a technical.
You said stay away from technicals.
You can start using some technical paints, but
The second model.
I mean, it's good to explore technical paints.
Here's a contrast paint. It's a green.
Right, let's go on some with Rune Lord Brass. We're gonna get Rune Lord Brass. Probably get this design on this chest here. Maybe some of these bands, these nice Celtic band-looking things. But definitely on the sword here, and then we will likely do it on the outside of this eye, the Inquisition eye, and then put red on the inside. So let's get that going.
You think if I mixed black with the steel color, would it be like a black steel color? Or
It's
Not
not.
really?
No, you're gonna.
is it
There's
just gonna matte out the black
it.
so it wouldn't be shiny?
Yeah, it wouldn't. No,
Okay.
there's a good tutorial I saw online where you do a dry brush over all of the armor with silver, and then you wash it like multiple times with like a gnome oil. I've seen that. It looks pretty good.
I'm kind of tempted to throw some golden on it. That'd be kind of whack, but
The only downside about this gold is you have to put multiple layers in
yeah.
for it to cover and become like gold. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm shiny teeth. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
My shiny teeth in me.
You ever seen that?
No, what is that?
Oh my gosh, it's Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, Chip
Skylark?
Chip Skylark. That's right.
My shiny teeth in me. It's like embedded in my brain right now.
What made you think of that song?
I have no idea. Have you ever seen Inside Out,
Yeah.
the movie?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I think, when you get stuff in your head, they just like play stuff like, oh, I've seen this one in a while.
Yeah, they're just playing like songs up there.
Did you like that movie?
I love that movie.
It got so much hate.
Did it really?
Oh yeah.
I never saw any of the hate. I loved it.
Yeah, I never saw that.
I guess it was just my friend group. I enjoyed it. It was funny.
Yeah, tell him to take a hike, man. I love that show.
We're doing all these armor bands on his legs.
Weirdly, that movie reminded me of that Rick and Morty episode where they go into people's heads, searching for like interdimensional people.
Is that a newer one?
Is that
No,
from?
it's an old, like, it's one of the first 5 episodes.
I actually never watched the first season.
Really?
Just went straight to season 2.
What kid?
I didn't like the first episode.
The first episode's a little funny, but then after you get past that, it's great.
Morty, I'm gonna need you to stick. PG.
Morty.
The freaking the tree fruits.
Oh my gosh.
So funny. Yeah, we got these new scanners. Run for it, Morty.
You seen the one where he's all making like he's building a desk with like a level, and he's like, you don't need that. I'll show you true level. And then he starts like making the machine. He's like, I don't get the difference. And he stands on it. He's like, oh, I've never felt true perfect. It's so good. It's like one of my favorite scenes. I don't know why. I think it's just super funny.
Right.
So with this, would I have to mix this with something to keep it like that metal shine? Or
So again, that's a technical paint.
son of a... So what does this technical paint do?
That makes it look like a gem.
That's kind of cool.
Dude, that's
Like on the, because I'm thinking of putting this on like the outside parts of the legs.
So it'd be like a dark blue gem.
Yeah.
That's the color.
That's kind of sick.
Dude, can I see that?
Let's see. Mixed. Gotta get some red back.
It's a cool color.
Is on the side of his inside cloak.
Maybe it's a metal rock
Fix that.
spider.
So one of the patrons, I don't know what you want to call him, he says you may want to adjust the camera focus. Can't see the table real well, but not the model. They can see the table really good, but they can't
Just
see
not
your
the
model.
model. Huh.
So it's kind of
Like I guess the paints is what it's focusing on.
it's
Okay.
focusing on like the paints and like the table.
Okay. Then I will move these paints to the side.
Are you trying some of this out, or?
I was just looking at.
There we go. That's probably gonna be a lot better for you. I'm sorry about that.
You better
Looks a lot better. Let's see.
Might try that technical paint. Might go get some and do it on my. Do the edges in that? Do you think that'd be pretty cool? Kind of like a crystal blue for like the blue one that I'm doing.
I think yeah, it could.
That'd
Yeah.
be sick.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Who commented that?
Jatham?
Oh yeah. Thank you.
You're like, hey, I know you.
All right.
Or use this so you can get it all focused.
Oh, trinkers.
It's kind of like a second behind, so
I think it should be pretty good.
just so you know.
Yeah. I mean, likes to focus on that right hand there. Let's see.
So are technical paints like a shade and a paint mixed together? Because that's what it looks like when I like painted
more-
it.
more or
on the
less.
palette.
More or less. I'm gonna say yes, no. Yeah. Okay.
So I have a feeling like it's thin enough to where it would keep that metal shine. So I might try it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I can always paint over it.
That one. It's very gloopy.
It's
You should
blue.
use, so this is a blue wash. So if you want like a blue color, try using that and see what you think. Because it'll wash it out, but it'll keep the same. But it'll give it like a blue tint.
Well, that'd be cool.
that's she can try either or. Experimentation.
What are you guys doing tonight? In the stream. Anything special? We're gonna get. We're done with that Rune Lord.
And then you don't have to thin out
I
shades.
think.
Usually, no.
No, you never have to finish it.
I think.
A wash is because it's already. That's what it's meant for.
I think we're just gonna go straight to Retributor armor.
Yeah, I think I'll try this on like one leg and see how it feels.
Washes are like the bee's knees.
The bee's knees, the cat's pajamas.
Ooh, that's actually. After shaking, that's pretty.
I watched School of Rock yesterday. It's such a classic.
Yeah, we will. I only saw that once back in the day.
You only seen School of Rock once?
Uh huh.
Is that the one? I'm thinking of two movies. Is that the one with Will Ferrell or the one with Jack Black?
Jack Black.
Okay.
Which one with Will
Old
Ferrell
School
are you
is
talking
the
about?
Will Ferrell one.
Okay.
There's a what? There's 2 School of Rocks.
No, so it's called Old School.
Oh.
It's really funny.
Okay, just getting this gold all thinned.
Forget to wet your brushes.
Let's see. See how this goes when it's not an inch away from my face.
I was watching this dude paint on Twitch and he refused to thin his paints, and I was like, okay.
Really?
And it didn't look very good at all.
That's interesting.
So I was like,
Why did he
all right.
refuse to thin his paints? Did he have a reason?
Kinda. I don't know. I kind of caught it late in the stream, but like he was just trying out like not thinning his paints. But yeah.
Hopefully it was a good lesson for him. I tried that too because I was like, oh, like professional. It's a professional technique, and I'm not looking for a professional model. Turns out it's not a professional technique, and I think
It's like such a big difference.
yeah, it's a very basic thing that everyone needs to learn.
I forget sometimes.
Oh, you're fine.
So all you have to do is just constantly wet your brush and it's the same thing. Or put a little water into it. It works the same. Or you should put multiple layers and then it really doesn't matter if you thin your paints. Right?
The painting technique with Parker Miller.
The painting technique. More is better. Layer doesn't look good, add a second one. Don't like that layer? Keep going.
Add another layer. Is it getting goopy now? You're now playing Nurgle.
Now you're playing Nurgle.
Okay, that blue shade is gonna be sick. Me like you.
Does it look funny? Put a shade on it, dry brush it, no one knows. That's why all my models look cool.
Your models look cool because they are cool, Parker. You're a good painter. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Give me an inflated head.
I'll give you an inflated head.
It's getting bigger. This gold is fighting me, and it's pissing me off.
Yeah, my gold is a little more bright than I was thinking it was going to be, but I'm not too upset about it.
I'm gonna have to do like 2 or 3 layers of this gold. There's a whisper in there.
You say there's a whisper in there?
A whisper. Sorry, I'm moving quiet.
I know, sorry, I'm not so talkative tonight. I feel bad. We have 5 viewers. We need to talk more.
I'm sorry.
We have 5 viewers.
You're like, come on.
Come on, boys.
Thank you for joining tonight, guys. What are you guys up to? Oh, wait. Here's the real question. Oh, it's 8:05. You know why people are on? It's announcement time. So we have a cool little giveaway that we're going to be doing. And
Do I get to join?
You could, maybe, yeah.
I'm here, that's cheating.
Actually, they are not next to me. So, we're going to tilt this camera up. And Parker is going to entertain you while I go get the giveaway items.
Ooh.
Make sure to be presentable in
Presentable. I'm butt naked over here.
Just entertaining for a second. I'll be right back, guys.
Sound good.
Thank you.
Oh, I need a dry brush. So I'm taking the weapon bronze here. I don't know if you can see it. These are kind of my paint that I bought online. So I'm taking the weapon bronze and I'm putting them to these. I don't know if you can see them, but these cords here to kind of give it like a rustic look and whatnot. So we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully, it goes according to plan. Always according to plan.
Are you liking that blue shade as much as I am?
Dude, that's a good blue
I think like a
shade.
couple more layers, that would look sick.
Right? Stealing my phone back.
You said you're stealing your phone back? Okay.
Alright, weapon bronze gold.
Is that...
Sorry, bronze. Don't judge. No judgments.
No judgments.
Alright, let's see what we can do. I like this dry brush because you can beat the shit out of it.
Thank you, Simper, for adding that link to the stream. And thank you guys for joining tonight. I feel very bad because I can't remember the real name of the person I need to give credit for this. But we all know him as Habanero on our Discord. So if you're there tonight, Habanero, thank you. But he came by and has dropped off 5 premium brushes from Rosemary Poe. Show up? Yeah. Okay. Which is super exciting because these are very nice brushes and they're all the same. So there can't be any fighting amongst you because you're all going to get the same brush. But essentially, we have a cool, here, I'm going to show, nice wooden handle, but just very, very good, long and fresh bristles. These, the brushes are made on demand, so not necessarily like food where things get old and expire, but just very nice young brushes and good quality. They also give you like a really cool box, like a thank you note and a little like catalog that people can order from. So if you're interested in ordering from Rosemary Co., get in contact with Habanero, or we have the catalog here in store. But so the giveaway, the reason that you guys are here. So fun idea of starting in October. Every week, we're going to go 5 weeks, so going into November, we're going to give away one of these brushes. And how you qualify to get one of these brushes is you'll sign up for one of those weeks and you will do a little step-by-step tutorial or at least step-by-step journal on the Discord. So hopefully every day, but maybe not every day, at least just every step of the way, you will post, you know, here is the sprue, and then the built model, and then the primed model. And then you'll do a picture of every layer that you're putting on with a little description of what you did, why you did it, and then the next layer, and then if you wet blended, if you dry brushed, and just kind of going through all the layers and all the steps of painting this mini that you'll be posting. And at the end of the week, have a finished mini. So yeah, you have a week to do it. So it's a lot of work in a week, and that's why we have 5 brushes to give away for free, because we need 5 people who are willing to take on that load of getting a nice, good-looking mini with all these steps, posting it to Discord so people can follow along your step and your process, get to replicate the mini that you did, and also kind of help each other and kind of show off your skills and your handiwork. So again, if that interests you, and if you're wanting to get one of these nice Rosemary Co. brushes, just for those who do care, let's see if that loads. It is, I don't know if it's going to load. Come on. Well, it's a, is that going to work? Barely. Well, it's a 4, and it's SER 401. I'm not familiar with that myself, but those who are familiar with Rosemary, that's kind of like their SKU number on the brushes. So yeah, just get in contact with me. Either message me directly on Discord, or leave a note with us at the store. But it is pretty much first come, first serve. It's not going to be, because it'd be so sad and hazardous if we had it like a winnings thing. So we had like 5 to 10 people on week 1 doing all the step-by-step work, and then half of you don't get a brush, and then I don't have brushes for the other weeks. So it's going to be 1 brush a week, and we're going to do sign-ups. So, and it is a little bit of a commitment. So don't feel bad if you can't, but we do ask that you, if you're going to do it, you're committed and you're going to do it. Because if not, then that's a week that we could have given to someone else for the brush. So if you find a week starting the first Monday in October, from there 5 weeks out, if you know that there's a week that you can commit to getting a model with a bunch of pictures and descriptions up on Discord, we would love to have you part of our giveaway. And then at the end, you get one of these brushes, and as a thanks for participating and posting to Discord. And again, these brushes are very nice. I don't have any, and I wish I did. I am slowly burning through all my nice brushes. I don't even have, I think I only have like 3 of my nice brushes here. So I'm trying to use lesser quality brushes just for these paint nights where I'm being a little reckless. But definitely for my personal painting, I would love a brush like this. These are great quality. We're very grateful for Habanero. I'm so sorry I don't have your full real name, but once I do, I will give you the proper shout out that it deserves. But again, just hit me up. We would ask that you, since this is a stream thing and it's in the painting Discord, and I'm kind of the one at Game Grid who follows that, goes along with that, and it kind of regulates what goes in and out of it, so that we're not overwhelming all the other coworkers and Jordan. Don't message them. Just message me. Give me a direct message on Facebook Messenger, text if you have my number, or on Discord, and let me know, 1, that you're interested, 2, what week you would like to do, or weeks, so I can get everyone scheduled, and then also 3, just a commitment that you know that you're gonna get this model done, and in that week-long period. Also, a little stipulation, it's not exclusive to professional painters. So if you like painting and you want to show off some tips, tricks, some ideas even that you have, if you feel like you're not the best painter, that's totally fine. All we ask is for effort, time, and a finished model. If you put those 3 together, I think it will turn out just okay. No worries at all. So,
Just okay, it'll turn out great.
I meant okay, yeah, great. I meant okay as in like, it's okay, it's good, it's a good thing. So don't feel like you need to be, Bob Rossing or the Miniac or Squigmar. You paint what you want, and as long as you're putting effort and time into it, more than just an hour to finish the model, if you're putting time and detail and you're really just going slowly through your steps, then I really think you'll see, and we'll see, that your models look good. That's all, and everything that we're doing either at this table right now, anyone else in this community, there's skill behind a lot of the great people that we have on Discord, and there is some amazing talent out there. But I would dare say that all of that talent came through practice and time, and a lot of effort in pushing through some disappointing failures, maybe. And so don't you ever feel that you're not good enough of a painter, or that you're far behind. It just takes some time and practice. So if this is something that you think would push you further, let's do it. I have no qualms at all with getting a, I guess I'll refer to them as a fresher set of hands and eyes, someone who isn't very skilled or has a background in painting. Totally okay, as long as we can work with you and get you to learn the different steps, learn about dry brushing, learn about edge highlighting, learn about basing, learn about layering, all that type of stuff. Then all we ask again is for effort to be put into it, for a finished model, and I forgot what the third one was, but essentially everyone's invited. Don't feel like you have to, and don't feel like you can't. So 5 brushes, they're free. All you have to do is, do the thing that you're already loving. Do the thing that you're already doing, which is painting a miniature. So, reach out to me, let me know, and we'll get this set up. But yeah, kind of fun. Very, very cool. I will not be joining, obviously, because that is not the point of getting you guys all involved. The other thing is now to say it in person instead of just over text on Discord is, and I was gonna bring it. I know it's in this room. I don't know where it is, but the Drider that I was working on, the spider lady with the white hair that goes to pink, with the green swords, and just models like this. I want to, and it's the idea of every week doing a D&D model, and then having that model be given away to the community. Whether it's through a raffle, whether it's through like a competition of sorts, maybe you're checking in on the streams and you're getting the clues to a question and you get the right answer. The first one to give me the right answer gets the mini for the week. I don't know exactly how we want to do it. I also would be more interested in doing it how the community wants it to be held. So if you guys are interested in having the chance to get a free painted mini for your D&D campaign, or your shelf, or for your kid to throw around the room, let me know if, one, you're interested, because the more people that show me that they're interested in an idea, the more effort I'm going to put into it. If I've thrown out some ideas in the past and gotten no response or no interest at all, and so it never happens, because no one seemed to like the idea. So if this is an idea you want, if you guys are interested in me painting and committing to maybe even like a schedule where for the whole month of October, every week I have a specific model that I'm going to paint. You know that on week 3 I'm going to be painting a dread skeleton giant, or on the second week of November, that's the wolf pack night, and you really want that wolf pack night. There could be some fun and interesting ways we can set this up, and I want to do it for you guys. This isn't about me or Game Grid. We certainly, aren't going to put the model anywhere up front. We don't have a game that it's going to go into. This is for you guys. So however you're interested in this D&D giveaway, let us know. I think it'd be really fun to have some sort of engagement and involvement with the community and you guys. So, yeah, thanks for joining in. That is the announcement, and I will be posting most of that this weekend. But you get a little first glimpse for joining in tonight. So if you are interested, first comes, first served. There's only 5 spots, so let us know. But yeah, let's get back to painting. And I don't know if I'm gonna let you guys join or not.
I got too many miles a little bit.
I think the whole, like, you guys coming onto the stream, kind of like you guys are part of the community in one shape, another, one volume in another, I think kind of defeats the purpose. I think we're...
Don't worry about it. I was teasing.
Did you say you're worried?
I said I was just teasing.
Parker?
Dude, so I've been adding this brass in the back.
Yeah.
Check it.
Look at that. On all the nodes and whatnot.
Yeah, like on the nose and the back.
These guys.
Yeah.
Did you just barely do those?
And also,
wires?
I saw you dry brush, like, even like the metal beams in like the background.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. It's starting to look very dynamic.
Right?
Yeah.
I do like
You're doing
that.
a fantastic job.
I do like that brass. Kind of gives it like a unique...
Oh yeah. Okay, back to this guy. I think I barely didn't finish. Oh man, I barely didn't. Barely did not get the edge of this shield down there. So I'm gonna shake up. I was using Retributor armor for that gold, and I really like the way it turned out. But to give it just a little bit of diversity, we're gonna get some Balthazar gold for that corner, and maybe it's like a Pokemon Balthazar, like coughing. I used to. Go ahead?
I used to hear that in Smash Bros. All the time. Because you'd throw a Pokeball and then you get that chick, the one that like deflects stuff. She's like, Balthazar. And you're like, oh, this is useless.
Oh man, what was I gonna say?
About Pokemon?
Yeah, there's something about. Oh, did we talk about how my grandma used to give me a VHS every Christmas?
Oh, you mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah, it had like 3 episodes on each VHS.
That's sick.
It was awesome. Just getting in. Very unconventional angle with my brush there. Okay. Well, since we have the Balthazar gold on my brush, we'll touch up this little middle piece. And even these bands down the leg, but I don't want to use this big old brush I got here. Be a little too big for the project we're going for. Yeah, who do we got on tonight? We got 3 of you. Thanks for joining.
Commander Root, Jathome, and Lurix.
Oh, I've never been able to know until now.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't, because on the computer it doesn't tell me. It only tells me viewers, but now I have my secret information assistant Parker here with his phone.
Secret information.
Agent P.
Agent P. I never saw the new Men in Black. Was it good?
I've never seen Men in Black, period.
Really?
Yeah.
The first one is worth watching.
Yes.
And past that, the second one is one.
It's not like
Personal opinion, it's one of the worst movies.
Really?
I hate it. I hate that movie so much.
What
But
do you hate about it?
it's just like To quote the great Rick Sanchez, it's a shameless cash grab.
Yeah. For the chick that they got to play the
Oh,
bad one.
stop, Parker. I mean, maybe I can give it another shot, but
Nah, it's not the greatest. It's just cool
that's
because it's like they have better CGI, so that makes it a little bit
okay.
cooler. But it's like the story is it's a little weak, but it's a fun.
Because
It's like Men in Black.
I remember that's kind of how I felt about the third one. Was like it was a fun adventure, but like unrememberable. Like I barely remember the story. Like something about like a space criminal gets out and wants to go on a rocket to outer space, and Agent K is young. That's about all I remember.
I stopped watching the third one after that cringy freaking prison kiss.
I don't even remember that.
It was freaking nasty.
So I'm just doing a light. The brush isn't loaded up with a lot of Balthazar because I have that really dark copper underneath, and I want that to shine out. So I'm just lightly touching the top of these to just give it a little more depth, kind of like it's shining, like it's actually metal. That's what we're going for here. Yeah.
I think I went a little too aggressive with that wash because I got splatters on my model now,
Oh, really?
which I can just paint over.
Yeah, you can fix that. Not too
But
bad.
that blue looks sick.
You liking it?
I usually carry a different paintbrush so I can like soak up.
Right.
Washes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I get you.
What's do you have a new commander deck idea that you're working on, Parker?
Always.
Always. What is it right now?
So I just completed one. But the one I'm working on currently
Uh huh.
is a Ramos
Yes.
Dragon Engine.
Ramos
Yeah, that's.
Alcantara.
I thought about doing because I wanted like a 5-color look, just like crazy cool monsters, right?
Yeah.
And I thought about doing an Atog.
Yeah. Oh yes.
And I'm just like, I should look up all the other Atogs. But then he was like, what would be cool ones is Ramos. And so I started looking up Ramos decks. Let me see how many. There's 12 Atogs. I should do an Atog deck. That'd be kind of funny.
Were you still thinking of what's that secret layer coming out with the Yargmurg? Like the what is that guy?
Yargle?
Yargle. Yes.
Yargle's sick.
He's like, what is he? Is he like a slime ball with
Yeah.
legs and
much.
No,
arms?
so the story is there was this demon prince in the like the demon king's army,
Uh huh.
and he did something wrong, and so the demon king turned him into a slug, and a frog ate it. And then the frog just kept growing and growing and growing until it exploded out, and Gargle came out.
What the heck?
And so he's a frog spirit. He's like a demon frog spirit. It's super funny. Like he has a whole lore.
That's really
of
cool.
Just Yargle. And so
He's cool.
he's a 4-drop for a 9/3, and that's it. That's all he is. But Yargle. He's cool.
The Yargle.
And so the best way to build Yargle, like, it's kind of like you make a lot of enemies is you do a infect. Just infect the crap out of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's 9, and you get him one more. Like Tainted Strike gives him +1/+0 and an infect, and then you just do that, or you put like an exoskeleton suit on, and then like that's a cool one. Yeah.
Interesting.
My buddy runs him in a Rakdos fling deck. So he'll take that 9/3, sacrifice it, and just bang. It's 9 to the face for 5 mana.
Yeah. So
So that was cool looking. I kind of wanted the secret layer. I don't know.
I know I thought about doing it, but I'm like, all the cards in there are kind of They're kind of weak cards.
I would want to put it in like a 5-color Yargle deck, which doesn't exist. You know?
Right? There's this. I was talking to this guy, but the guy loved Yargle to where he bought a bunch of Yargles and then just like did a border that made them like all swamps.
Uh-huh.
So like all the swamps are Yargles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck? Like whatever. But yeah, Yargle's kind of funny. They should do like they should do the same thing with Yargle that they're doing with Omnath and just have him just like grow colors and just not give him like any abilities. So it's like he'll be like,
You don't even want extra abilities.
no, dude, he'll be like a red blue, like a red black, and then he'll be like a 13/6. And then he just keeps like growing.
So he
and growing and growing with no abilities. So by the end, he's like a 21/7. So he's a one shot, but it's just like you need all 5 abilities, and he has nothing. I think that'd be dope. That'd be the coolest commander.
Just because lore-wise, it makes sense.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
just
a
keeps
gluttonous.
growing.
Yeah, he just keeps growing.
So he's a 1-shot for commander damage.
No abilities.
No, yeah, that's all he is.
It's all he is.
I don't know. That sounds OP.
That would be cool. But
All you have to
there's
do is get a
no
rogue's
hexproof,
passage.
There's no
Right.
like.
Well,
You
true.
make him unblockable.
Yeah, make him unblockable, but still, like, I think it'd be cool. Or like a 20, something. I think it would be awesome, but he would be like 5 colors, or he'd be like Progenitus colors. Because if you did like Progenitus colors, yeah, he's still hard, but
Yeah.
1-shot kill.
Well, and then
Not a
and
bad idea.
they could do text on him that says,
Mix some corn
Or it
red
could be
here,
like Shroud.
children.
yeah.
He can't be because Progenitus' whole thing is he can't be the target of anything, right? So you
Right.
can't equip
So, yeah.
Progenitus, you can't do any of that stuff with Progenitus. So if you did like the same thing, it's like that's his final form. It's just like Yargle, king of all, can't be he can't be, you know. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of funny.
That would be pretty sweet, actually.
I want to make a Yargle deck now. You got some wicked looking artwork too. He looks really cool.
I am mixing corn red with some evil sun.
And I'm gonna make not a lot of friends, but I have a sliver deck that I really want to build. But it's gonna be so fucking expensive.
Slivers are so sick.
They're fun. Evan loves slivers, but he hates them.
Yeah. I want a sliver deck, but I also, love hate.
You like your friends?
Do you know what would be fun? I thought about doing this too, because I have most of the cards.
Yeah.
Is do a Sliver Hive Lord and use, Sliver's indestructible.
Yeah.
So if I did the Sliver deck, he'd be the commander, because I think he's the coolest one.
Okay.
But instead of doing a Sliver deck, do a Mutate deck. And then so pop him out, and then just mutate the crap out of him.
Interesting.
So he's indestructible, and he's like a 7/7, right?
Right.
Or he's a 5/5. I don't know.
I think he's a sub 7.
Who?
Oh, I have
This,
him.
Oh, the Hive Lord?
No, he's a
yeah.
5/5.
Oh.
So the 5/5, but it's indestructible, and then you just mutate the crap out of him. I think it'd be super funny because it's like you have a good body, he's indestructible, and there's not too many mutates that give indestructible, and he's a sliver, so he's like perfect. I thought that'd be kind of funny because it's like mutate onto a sliver.
Interesting. But would you still have some slivers in
No.
your deck to give? No,
Not at all.
No, just
Just
him.
mutate.
Interesting. But you're just going for the indestructible.
Yeah, because there's not too many like. I think there's tons of indestructible creatures out there, right?
Yeah.
You can mutate onto, but he's your commander, so he's in your command zone, so you don't have to search for him.
And you're going for the 5 color.
And it'd be 5 color.
Okay.
And then you could just be like mutate, 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 mutate. I think it'd be kind of funny. I think it'd be kind of cool. I think it'd be really good because he's just the 5 colors, and you get like Gigantha out, play your sliver. And mutate.
No. What?
I think it'd be kind of cool. That's me. I like. He's like one of my favorite cards because he's cool. I like the Hive Lord.
I've always wanted to like make a mutate deck around those 2-drop 1/1 unblockable creatures, and so you just throw a bunch of stuff on top of them for mutate synergy.
Dude, there's a vampire that it's like the best thing to mutate onto. If it was, it was so great. But it's a vampire, you like discard a card, pay mana, and then flip it, and it turns into mists. That's hexproof, indestructible, and can't be blocked.
What the fuck?
But it's
Oh
a
yeah,
1/1.
elusive something.
Yeah. That's like the best thing to mutate onto, but it's like you have to flip it and then you can mutate, but like Sliver
That'd be sick.
Lord, you just
That'd be sick.
You just need tons of mana. That's the one bummer about Mutate. It's expensive.
Throwing some
And I have all the Godzilla.
Yeah, you
Mutate
should, I was gonna say you should talk to Zach. He's got a. Oh, you've played his.
Yeah, I've played his
5-color
5-color
Godzilla mutate.
Yeah. So I have all the Godzilla cards too. Because an idiot splurged. It was great. So great. I love it.
You should make one too. Plus, it's totally your thing. Just like big creatures,
Yeah.
massive
I mean,
monsters.
you're playing Chaos Knights. That's the biggest thing you can get.
Do you ever have a hand spasm or a muscle spasm?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time, and I'm painting, and then I like mess up my model. That is why I yelled during halfway through your explanation.
God.
What was I gonna do?
I broke my fingers in 5th grade playing football, and I had to have like full-on surgery and pins put in them and
Oh
everything.
gosh, that sounds awful.
So every once in a while they'll get a little twitch, but that's it.
Oh, really?
They're fine.
I broke my pinky. That's about as far as I've.
There you go.
I've never
But
broken
in
any.
pieces.
You've never broken a bone.
Really?
I've been to the hospital twice, and it was for. One was for. I still don't know what the answer is. Just lots of abdominal pain. Went to the ER. Couldn't really find anything. But the other time was for colonoscopy. So that's the only 2 times. Besides that,
Bend over. Drop your drawers. That's not
let's see. I think it's break time, actually. It is break time. Okay, we're going to take a break. Thank you for watching tonight. We will be back at 9, probably 9, 10. We'll see you in a second. We're back.
Lit.
We actually, we're just talking about a really cool Lord of the Rings lore. I wish we were streaming so we had that on camera. But
in the book for that scene with
Yeah.
at Helm's Deep when it happens so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like in the book you're like, wait, did I just read over Helm's Deep battle? It's
Really?
like- yeah, it's not long. And they're like, yeah, we got to the fort. They came, we fought them off, and now we're going back to whatever. It's like in the movie that was really long.
Yeah, the movie draws it out a lot.
interesting.
Which is nice. I mean, the book is like way.
Yeah,
It's a lot different than you think.
right. I
But they did really good to the book.
I read those first 3 books, I guess you call it, because it's very different, right? And they're made to be out to be like a script or a history book rather than like an adventure read,
Yeah.
Like it's more like
Kind of.
I get you.
this is what happened between Gandalf and the rider type of thing, rather than like and then there they stood, It was, but it was a long time ago. I need to reread those. I have the Silmaril, and Silmarillion. I don't know which one it is. I always go back before
on
them.
Audible.
Do you? So I still have those 3 books, and then I just haven't had time to read. I haven't even had time to read my my Brandon Sanderson fan selection. Need to get going on the Way of Kings before the 4th book comes out.
I need to reread those because I think I need to. I can't remember. Because that's the Stormlight Archive, right?
Yeah. Have you read them?
I don't remember which one I left off
They're
at.
on my list.
But I need to go back because I remember reading. I remember 1 and 2.
Okay.
And I think I remember 3. Because that's when. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, don't know what's wrong with me.
But that's the one where. I'm trying not to spoil anything, but that's where he grabs the 2 things and like slams them together, right? That's the 3rd book. Or
So
was that the 2nd book?
I'm still in the 1st book. so I have no idea what you're talking
Oh,
about.
you have. Oh, okay.
That's why I said don't spoil it.
Dude, that spoils nothing. You have no idea what
yeah,
I'm talking
well,
about.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
That's good.
Two things and slams them together, huh?
But you do know who Dalinar is, then.
Oh yeah.
Dalinar is like my favorite character.
See,
I love Dalinar.
everyone's been telling me that they love Dalinar and Kaladin.
Dalinar's a punk.
Everyone says that they're his
I
favorite.
like Dalinar and the chick.
I think Dalinar is my favorite at the moment, but I do like Kaladin.
I like the girl. The first book,
oh.
she's so whiny.
Or the redheaded girl.
Yeah. She's
I
so whiny.
did not like her chapters,
No, I know. Trust me. First book, awful.
but then she gets better.
Yeah, she's wicked. She figures out who she is. And then, like, this chick is bad, eh? But yeah, trust me. First book, you're like, can I skip this chapter?
Yeah, I don't want to get back to her chapters.
Trust me, I know. The first book is rough. In the first book, I do like
Is it
Kaladin.
Jesna? No.
It's something like that.
Go ahead.
But like
sorry.
the second and third book, I'm like, dude, shut up, Cal. He is cool.
How he's been described to me in the later books is that he's just depressed and is trying to find out who he is. And
I can't swear in your stream, so I'm not gonna say what I think of it.
oh man, you really don't like Kaladin. That's funny. That is the first time I've heard that, to be honest.
He just becomes so annoying to me. To me, anyways. You might like him. I don't know.
Oh, fine. I'll let you know. Because I like him right now. I really like.
No, he's like great in the first book. I love.
Oh, okay. Because I love like Kaladin and Syl. I love their relationship. I think it's really fun.
Syl is like fairy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. You don't know what she is. Oh, dang it.
No, she's a wind sprint. Stop saying things. You're saying half spoilers, which makes me.
I'm not saying anything.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
saying
You
don't
just
know what she is.
No. Yeah, exactly. Which means she's not a wind sprint.
Yeah, she is a wind sprint, but you don't know what she is.
Shut up.
She's
Stop
a
talking.
wind sprint.
No,
but
no,
you don't know what happened.
No,
you don't know
Stop
anything.
it.
You're right.
No.
She is a wind sprint.
Okay, no spoilers.
I'm not spoiling anything.
Brandon Sanderson for me is like.
He's awesome.
It's like a second world I get to be in. I love it so much. And whenever I get a spoiler, it ruins me.
No,
I hate
I'm not
it.
spoiling anything.
Don't.
She
That's
becomes
not a
so much
spoiler.
cooler.
No, I don't want to know stuff like that either.
The reason why I can still read his is because of her. Because she's cool. I like
fine.
her a lot. Because I love like Tinkerbell, one of my favorite characters.
Okay.
I love Tinkerbell, and that's why I like her. She reminds me of Tinkerbell.
She's like the Tinkerbell.
She's cool. I like her a lot.
So, anyways,
She is a winchback.
What do you mean? So
are you
anyways?
okay?
Yeah,
You flipped out hard. That was
yeah.
funny.
We're funny fighting.
I know.
You'll get used to it.
No, I'm cool. I just feel like I was kind of just sitting there looking at
Crying
my
in the
model.
corner.
Yeah. I can't paint.
I like the. Have you met? I hate his name because I forget it every time.
Is he one of the high princes?
He's the assassin.
Like with the big bug eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like-
Seth.
Nasan, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
I think it's just Seth. Yeah.
Well, that's
I was gonna say Sven, but what is Sven?
that's Frozen.
Oh yeah.
Sven.
I still haven't seen the second Frozen.
Really? That's pretty good.
I just saw the first one so many times because my brother was 2 at the time.
I've never seen Frozen.
So I've seen Frozen probably 40 times.
Yeah.
I'm kind of frozen out.
That was me with Horton Hears the Who.
Yep.
Oh
The
my gosh.
Lorax.
Horton
Lorax
Hears
was
the
great.
Who. Lorax was good. I like Horton Hears the Who.
Yeah.
But not every day on repeat for 6-7 months. What do you want to watch more? Horton. Oh, please no. Can we watch this?
Bo is the name.
That's my brother. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's the caboose. I was 16 when he was born.
Oh, geez. Any siblings in between?
Yeah. I have younger brothers. They're twins. So my sister, me, and then they're 3 years younger than me, and then I think it was like 12, 13 years.
Oh,
and
wow.
Then him.
Yeah, he really is the blues child.
Yeah, it's kind of like me and my brothers. Because I have one brother that's 3 years younger than me, and then my youngest brother is 11 years younger.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
My parents took a break after the middle child.
Who my mom was. My mom was 16 years younger than her older sister.
Yeah, it's weird because
Yeah.
he's basically growing up as like an only child in a way.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
my mom was. Hmm.
I still don't get how you can eat paint.
I'm not eating paint. I'm getting the water out of the brush that just so happens to have
To be water.
some paint molecules in there. Yeah.
You want to know why your abdomens hurt so much?
Some digesting God's colored
Toxic.
teardrops.
Toxic tears. Are you done with that fine brush?
No, I'm not. Sorry.
So,
I wasn't using it for
It's
the
okay.
past 20 minutes.
I know, but I didn't need it 20 minutes ago.
Well, I mean, I
Thank
just
you,
barely started using this.
Oh, hey, it's not
Like-
the same one you do.
Right after I dipped the fine brush into the paint, you're like, "Hey, are you still using the fine brush?" I was like, "I just barely started."
You're like, excuse me?
I like the Citadel fine brush, although mine's getting kind of beat up.
That's funny. I'm still thinking about your reaction of asking if I was okay, because all my friends.
No, I was just
No,
joking.
it's because all my friends and like my family. That's how we are,
Yeah.
and
that's how my
so
family
like
is.
I don't know. I always forget that like I'm loud when I'm. Because like you've seen Jeff and I yell at each other like at like D&D night, you know, where he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna shoot him." Like, no, you can't. You can't just shoot the town. It's like, yeah, I can do whatever I want. Like, no, you can't just murder everyone. It's not how it works.
You have an idea about let my guys do whatever they want. And then I create consequences, so it's really fun.
Like, I want to have people do whatever they want, and I do that. But there's a certain point where it's like,
You have to.
if you like Jeff's personality of like, hey, I'm gonna nuke the universe, and then the campaign ends. It's like, no, I'm not letting you do that. You know, you can't.
You want him to have
You know what you
creative
should do?
freedom, but to a point.
Is when he's like, yeah, I'm gonna nuke the universe. And he's like, okay, so this is what happens. You set off the bomb, it creates an implode, it sucks you into an alternate dimension.
And you have to try to get out.
And you have to try to get out.
And then your body gets thrown through this dimension, and you toss back into Earth, and you're a frog. And then you have to figure out how to unbecome a frog.
And you are now Yargle.
And you are now Yargle.
Oh, dude, I am
So
3 seconds from exploding.
go. So I am putting a
Retribution.
highlight on my sword here. Come with the recess a little more. I made the hilt and handle purple. And now I'm just highlighting these raised edges. Like so.
How old were you when you started painting minis?
16, but they weren't really mine. Like I
So like what I'm doing.
kind of like that, yeah. Like I painted board game minis, D&D minis, hand-me-downs that I would find from like my cousin or older brothers with Warhammer.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a whole lot. I was really into graphic design, inking, painting, stuff like that. So that's mostly what I did. My nose was in a sketchbook most of the time.
Okay.
Also, you gotta find your brush.
Well, I mean, I kind of don't want to use Parker's,
¿Por qué?
but like I also kind of don't want to use yours
What?
because they're not mine. I feel weird.
Well, I mean, we're offering them to you. You can take them if you want.
But I know you better. So give me that. Please. Thanks, Boo.
No, wait, give me that back because I might need it. Use Parker's. Use his charity. Don't be upset.
I use charity, yes.
Yeah, it wasn't a while till I started getting other stuff going. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go because I'm gonna put the shade over his armor and everything, but I also want to shade his gloves, and his gloves are gonna have leather brown.
Leather brown, baby.
Ooh, go for that? No, we're not going for leather brown. We're going for a nice muted brown. We're gonna use Steel Legion drab.
That blood is so sick. I did like kind of splotchy.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's go.
Good job.
And that's all I needed. I kind of scooped a little too much paint up for that.
That
adventure.
I do that all the time. Don't worry.
How much red I had for that much paint.
No, I use too much paint all the time.
Which I mean, if I need it for, should I put blood on like the ends of his legs, maybe?
That is up to
Like
you.
his front legs, because he would, you know, be holding on to the thing he's eating. But I think I like that. That looks really nice.
Let me get some Steel Legion drab here. I don't want these gloves to blend too much with all the maroon red I got going on. So we're gonna use a brown without red.
How dry do you want your brush, like after you're done with it?
How do you mean? Like
So
like when you're
after I
done for
wash
for
it,
the
right?
night?
Yeah. How dry until you like put it in its case and whatnot.
Oh, don't put it away till it's fully dry. But like, so just get it as dry as you can, and then it'll evaporate the rest.
So like, don't put this cover on it or no?
Yeah, just leave the cover off.
Okay. Oh, I still need the brush anyways. Never mind. I was like, in my head, that whole conversation made sense, but kind of didn't at the same time.
Wait, do you need me to tell you again?
No, it's okay.
I can.
Because I was like, a part of my head's like, you still need the brush, but then
Oh,
I'm
I
also
see what you're
asking
saying.
if I need to put the cover back on. So, kind of weird thought process.
We're gonna just do one nice layer. Got a lot of paint loaded up on my guy. It's hard to see details from all the way over here.
Oh, that yellow's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I like this brown we're using. Wonder what that is. We'll add detail to our miniature, the little string or whatever is stuck in there. Stuck underneath the prime, so I imagine just a piece of dust got in there when I primed this guy. Oh well.
You ever watch the movie A Knight's Tale?
Yeah.
It's a fantastic movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's on Netflix now.
It is. I just watched it this morning.
With Heath Ledger.
Rest in peace. Dude, Dark Knight is... Oh.
You excited for the new Batman?
Yeah, in a way.
In a way?
Yeah, it's... Just from what I've heard about it and like some of the channels that I watch that kind of review the trailer, it's not really a Batman movie. It's like... I don't know. It's kind of weird.
What do you mean?
Because it's like apparently in like the comic book sense, this chapter in like the Batman series,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's too big of a spoiler, but he's supposed to die. And so it's like kind of the upcoming of, like the Robin and Red Hood and stuff like that
Oh, interesting.
that are coming up to protect Gotham.
That is a big spoiler.
It was in the trailer.
No, it's not.
Part of it, yeah.
Yeah, he's dead?
That he's going to.
What do you mean?
Because it's not. I don't know. It's weird. I'm sorry.
You're
I
fine.
won't explain no more.
All sorts of spoilers being dropped tonight.
I don't know if he's gonna die. You know how they screenwrite the thing?
But if he does die, I'm blaming you.
Okay.
So then I won't be surprised. I'm gonna watch the movie now, expecting him to die the whole time.
I mean, that's how I watch all superhero movies.
Oh, I bet you're severely disappointed every single time. Because no one ever dies in the Marvel movies, or even DC. No one stays dead.
It kind of makes it just like a little more interesting in every single fight. Like the suspense is just a little bit more.
Oh, like if you
in my
believe
head-
that you're
Yeah.
there.
In my head, the stakes are high, right?
I respect that,
It's
and
like
I
Man
wish
of
I could
Steel,
do that.
Man of Steel, when Superman and Zod are fighting, I was like, the
You're like, he
stakes
might
are
die.
really high because in my head, anything can happen.
Right. I
Superman,
like that.
Superman can die here, but it never happens, so it's all good.
Oh, I super respect that.
Unless you're Iron Man.
Well, I don't even think Iron Man's permanently gone. Because I've heard rumors that even if it is like a multiverse movie, that he's going to come back. So,
I kind of want them to do a Pepper Potts standalone movie.
yeah?
Because in Endgame, she took up the Iron Man mantle and fought.
Right.
So maybe in the next Avengers or something like that, she and Doctor Strange are the brains of the operation. I think
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Because technically she was there with him through everything.
Yeah. I know in the comics, I think Iron Man's daughter becomes the new one.
Yeah, that'd be a really big time jump, though.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty sure the gloves are done. So we are. I don't know what to do for those shoulder pads. I might do a white for those shoulder pads.
On what?
Doing shoulder pads on this model guy.
Why would be cool?
Yeah. We'll have to see. But first,
You're just trying to make him a Templar.
a Templar? You'll be surprised of how many GW armies are black, red, and white. I can think of 5 off the top of my head.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Which is fine, it's a solid combination. I haven't decided the paint scheme of my guys yet. I think I'll decide that once I start them out. 'Cause I know some people go more white, some people go more black, more red.
When I was gonna do Templars, I was gonna do absolutely no red, and just do
Only
black.
the eyes?
Huh?
Or even the eyes are not
Nope.
red.
Yeah, just do
I see
black,
that.
white with some gold trim. So I saw some models online like that, and it looked beautiful.
Right.
Just getting silver on the end parts of this hilt, the knobs, if you will.
Kind of gets rid of the whole Black Templar name, but I saw something like that online
Uh-huh.
where they only did white and red.
Only white and red.
Yeah. With
Huh.
like some black trim, like for the guns and stuff,
Yeah.
and like the crosses, but the majority of the armor was white,
Interesting.
which it looked really cool.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up.
But then again, like it solidifies, you paint your army how you want to paint it.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Right. Oh, I totally went on the top, the top part with the purple. I have to fix that.
This thing's got a lot of eyes.
Does it? More than 8?
They're everywhere.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I looked up like a model chart, just like the anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of those bumps on its head is an eye. It even goes like on the sides of like its arms and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Which I don't think I'll do those bumps, but just like its head. But yeah, I like that yellow color.
Let's see. Let's do a I think we're going to do a leather brown for his knife hilts. And with our handy dandy morphing brown.
I think Parker died.
I bet he's just up front talking.
No, he's dead.
Okay. Alright. Let's get color on this knife blade down there on his waist. And the sheath. Like some ceremonial dagger.
Oh.
Uses unknown, but full of faith and fury. Some more of this morphing brown for the top of that hilt. Just a little bit of water. Mixed it on my brush more than the palette because we're not looking to have this paint go too far. Just enough to cover the targeted area. Okay. And then we'll do just a nice, I'm going to do Retributor armor for the handle. Just to kind of break it away from the silver body of our guy.
So you said that figure was for a Warhammer style game?
Yeah, it's a board game essentially for Warhammer.
Interesting.
Blackstone Fortress.
So kind of like those Magic board games?
I am unfamiliar with Magic board games.
It's like the Rise of Planeswalkers or something like that. And it's like a board game style with minifigures.
Oh, really? I've not played that.
It looked kind of interesting, but I just like the card game, so.
Whew. All right. All that detailing done for that part. Now we're just gonna clean up a little bit of the red and go in to a nice wash, which will effectively be adding a color to a lot of areas. Meaning we're going to be multiplying our shade and our color count. Giving a lot of dynamic look to our model with little to no effort. So let's do this. Okay, so I will be using the Seraphim Sepia for the red and a Nuln Oil for all the metal parts. So let's go with the Nuln Oil. This particular pot of Nuln Oil needs to be watered down a little bit, which is okay. It's pretty dark though, so you can see, especially with this plastic Tupperware top, it really retracts and goes back together, which is how a shade should work. Yeah, add a little bit of water, spread this out to kind of see what type of coverage we're going to be getting. I like that. Nice and dark. So we'll be putting that all over this shield. And even hit his gloves.
I still need to think about getting my own brushes and stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Get my own stuff.
Not like that, but you should look into kind of what you want for your first startup.
So, do I really need like that giant paint set to start out with?
No,
Because
no,
if
no.
I know I'm gonna do Black Templars,
Yeah,
I
that's
need 4 colors and a shade.
yeah, that's exactly what I was saying of that one day of paint kits are great, but if you know what you're doing, just get the specific paints.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get this Nuln Oil not to pool too hard in some areas, but wanting it to pool in others. Like I want this mechanism right here to have lots of shader tone. I want enough around the outline of this eye, and then enough down there in the skull. I think I'm going to put more down that skull area of the shield. So I really want that to have depth and to pop out.
So I know you like to create a story behind each of your figures when you paint them.
Yeah.
So what's the story of that guy?
So this guy was part of the Inquisition, and then he got sent out to be a part of this particular party that's going into the Blackstone Fortress, to be kind of the Imperium's eye on the subject. And you know, if any technology gets discovered or anything like that, that we have an inside man to kind of steal what is necessary, what is wanted, stuff like that. But he is slowly starting to feel like maybe he just wants to be an adventurer and not work for the Imperium.
Okay.
And get the money and the loot all to himself.
I dig it. So going in as like a kind of a mercenary,
Yeah, a little bit,
of
yeah.
some sort, and then coming out as a freelancer. That'd be cool.
He's not too sure about how he feels about that decision, but thus is the life of piracy.
Very true.
But he doesn't like to be called a pirate. He's just a glorified treasure hunter.
I think it's time to do that brimstone something. So we're gonna see how it goes.
Put some Nolan oil on the chains up here. Really make that chained area stand out. And on the skull part, just kind of dap it on there a little bit. Really want it all over this body, chest piece. And the great thing about shades is, as you can hopefully see on the camera, is that all of these colors and layers are starting to separate and become unique and stand on their own. Even just more of a story for our model. Makes him, I know we use this word a lot, but it's true, more dynamic looking. Got the sword. Backside too. Got a lot of pooling. Go grab some of this pooling area. And get the rest of like the gloves. These silver bits on top of the sword. Yeah. Okay, just looking for areas where the wash is pooling. Getting rid of those. We do want it to pool in some areas, but not all. There we go. Probably a little more in his glove on that hand over here. Even on the back side of his helmet. Right. Wash out that brush. And we need to let that wash dry. So we're going to put a layer of Abaddon Black on his... What?
I dig
Yes,
it.
sir. It is Abaddon Black time.
Boom.
We are gonna get a nice thin layer, and I mean thin, on his cowl cape thing. However you want to look at it. And we're gonna add water, and lots of it, because we're looking for this to be black, but in miniature painting, sometimes it's about the illusion, not the actual application. So we're going to make this thin and have that zenithal white prime underneath shine a little through. So it's really going to be kind of a gray or black with a lot of see-through gray parts. And that is exactly what we're looking for. Gotta be careful with the edge work here. Just like that.
For my first freehand, I don't think that turned out too bad.
Not bad at all. Let's
It's a little messy, which, I mean, I
Sure.
kind of envision it to be a little messy because it's blood.
yeah, look at that little brimstone sulfur symbol that Talon freehand. Very good, actually. You should be proud. Yeah, you should be very proud.
And then I intentionally pulled up some of the blood
Yeah,
on the teeth. And it looks so good.
yeah, you did a good job. You should be proud of yourself.
I am excited. Always.
Always and forever.
Love is like a flock of doves. You've seen Napoleon Dynamite, right?
Yeah.
Good. I was kind of scared there for a second.
Be very careful with our line of red that we got at the bottom there. And as you can see, this coat will need 2 layers.
Can I do that no oil? Do you still have it over?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I got
And
that
then
there for you.
add just a little bit of water.
Just a little bit for that one, yeah, because it's a drying out pot. As you can see, I'm brushing down, and even though I'm hitting the same area multiple times, it's so that I get a nice straight line, and then I can stop right when I get there.
So do you mean just wet your brush and then apply? Or
No,
thin it
mix
on
it,
top.
yeah.
Okay.
You gotta mix it beforehand.
this thing turned out a lot better than I thought it would, which is what I said with the last model.
Well, it's good to surprise yourself.
I already broke the bathroom.
Stop.
Were you in there the whole time? Or were you talking?
No, I was blowing up inside.
I told Evan you died.
Oh, I practically did.
Parker has rejoined us.
Oh, I might have to go back for round 2. See what happens.
Is it the Slim Chicken?
Some chicken.
Nah, dude. I think that kickstarted it, though.
Yeah. Just a little more water to our black here. So it is starting to seize up on me. Not in the good chocolate way.
Gosh, go cross-eyed staring at this.
I'm getting cross-eyed staring at that.
I have to
Woo,
for my
that was a
depth
potent paint.
perception.
Sometimes when I clean off my brush, I get too much. Are you leaving?
Yeah, I'm currently leaving. I was telling him that he needs to start joining our painting Discord, actually.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
We're super accepting of anyone that comes in.
Yeah, and we everyone just wants to see what everyone's doing. Yeah, that's all. I would love to see your stuff. You should post. Have a good one, guys. Yeah, we had Ron and a new friend of his come in and play a 40K match. Also, so sorry to Habanero. I remember it's Tony.
Tony.
Yeah,
Tony!
feel bad, but thank you, Tony. Okay, let's see. Just trying to get a nice Nice thin line.
Feel the round 2 creeping up. It's gonna finish me. Finisher.
Fatality.
Nope. It's too much. Oh man, black paint can be hard to work with sometimes.
Might be sleeping at the shop tonight.
Ooh, this camera in my way. It's in my way. Hey. Aye, bro, it's in my way. Aye. Aye, brother. Ah, come on. I just don't want to mess up and have to redo the sleeve. Very much not like to do that. What is your favorite restaurant right now?
China Izzle. Well, it's actually China Island, but I call it China Izzle.
China Izzle.
China Izzle.
China Island, huh? Where is it?
It's in American Fork, about 500.
What's is it like a buffet of China food?
Nah, it's
No!
Chinese. They do really good. They treat me right. I walk in, they're like, "You want this?" I said, "Yes." Probably put a kid through college by how much I've gone there.
Have you ever thought about having kids, Parker?
Yeah, find someone to have them with.
That's fair.
I like to have kids. But I don't want to be like married and then have kids. I'd like to, get married, have a couple of years.
Right, with each other.
At first, I'm like, yeah, get married, have kids, and then go there. But I'm like, no, I want to.
You want to go to Disneyland as a married couple before going to Disneyland with a kid. That is the way I've heard it.
You want to know the true magic of Disneyland?
What's that?
You can walk around all day and still gain weight.
That's true. That is true.
Wow. I've never thought about
It's the
that.
true magic of Disneyland. Walking, sweating in the sun, still gain 10 pounds.
Because you're, getting your Dole Whips and your turkey legs.
Dole Whip.
Dole Whip.
That's like the one ice cream I can't eat. Oh, it's so good.
That's funny because I'm not huge on Dole Whips, but my siblings are, and it seems like everyone else is.
I've
And we need to try it again. It was just too sweet for me.
not safe for work topic.
You too. You guys are troublemakers.
What are you talking about?
Jordan's gonna have to
Fine.
ban you guys.
Fine.
I'd stop fixing all the stuff for the show.
Is that because you fixed our toilet once and then now the fan?
Fix the light because Zach didn't know how to get the the light cover off. We learned that. He figured it out in the second one. I was proud of him. Dude, once I agrax that, it's gonna be so beautiful. That the trimmage, even now before it's done, it's so great.
Yeah, are you liking the trim?
I am liking that trim.
Evan,
Yeah.
there's your no oil.
Yeah.
I think it looks
Right?
sick.
It the wash just goes into all the recesses, makes everything
Uh-huh.
pop.
The eyes, like that yellow,
Uh-huh.
makes sense now. Because before it was like really bright.
Welcome to the addiction.
magazine.
The addiction of miniature painting.
Dude, I'm gonna have to use no oil on like
Welcome
everything.
to the frustration of painting when you miss a part, and then you have to go back and find the paint. Just kidding a little bit. That's fun.
Now I get to do something that I didn't do on my other one, which is paint my base.
Yeah.
What the? There's like a bead in it? Do you put the little...
Yeah, I put little beads in it so that you can shake it around like a
Spray can.
Thank you.
spray can. Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Mixes up all the... When paints sit, gets sediment at the bottom. Because my paints can sit for a long time.
Yeah, right. I probably should do that. You doing regular paints or just like the washes?
No, I'm doing regular paints. It's actually makes probably more sense to put them in the regular paints than the washes, but I put them in the washes too, just in case.
Oh, I should do that. That's actually super smart. What type of like beads?
Just like any type of ball bearing. I know Games Workshop gave us a few for when contrast paints came out, so I think we have a few behind the counter that we could offer. Yeah. Just slowly working on this black cape poncho thing. Just gotta go around, keep mixing and pushing the black around to get rid of kind of lighter spots. And we're gonna get everywhere that I can the black paint in this recess really dark.
What time is it?
Probably getting close.
10 o'clock.
It's 10 right now,
Mm-hmm.
and that means it is time to finish tonight, friends.
I didn't get to paint the bases on either of mine. No.
I'll go just a little longer. Just to have...
Maybe on Thursday paint night. That's all I do. I just bring the two models that I have painted and paint the base.
We'll see if we can have you on for Thursday.
Oh, that's right.
We gotta have...
I'm not special yet.
It's not like that. It's we got. I think we're just gonna limit to 2 guests per night because we got Miguel's gonna be a regular, but now Miguel has schedule stuff because he and Jordan worked some stuff out. So Miguel's gonna try to be a regular. Parker has always been a regular, and then Will was my co-host for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't come tonight because his car broke down. Unfortunate is he got it to start once, and then it's just killed on him, and it said battery and oil. So I think it's a transmission problem. But
Sounds like it.
okay, well this is where we are right now with this guy. I'm really excited to keep working with him though. I think we came a long way in one night. So we'll get him going with a laser green lens eye and all the rest of the works. So thanks for joining tonight, and yeah, let us know about what you want to see as far as miniatures being painted, games being played, the rewards, and kind of like the free model handouts. And thank you, Talon and Parker, for coming tonight and joining with me, and we're going to sign off. So keep your nose clean, keep your hands